What is up, Bat Family, and welcome to Batman Theory, where we take a deep dive into comic books, movies, cartoons, and everything in between that has to do with the Dark Knight. So guys, before we get started, if you could please subscribe to our channel if you like the content. We're a growing YouTube channel. As soon as we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away a backlit Batman sign to our winner. So all you got to do is comment on a video and subscribe, and you automatically enter to win. Now on to the video.
And here we go.
So in today's episode of Batman Theory, I want to talk to you guys about a fan fiction idea on a what-if scenario. So in today's episode, I want to talk about what if Damian Wayne stayed with Ra's and Talia with the League of Assassins and never went to Bruce. So a few things first off the bat would change. One, Damian never becomes Robin. Two, Bruce doesn't discover, at least initially, that he even has a son. So one of the reasons that we see Talia take Damian to Bruce is because the League of Assassins is under attack, and she wants to keep Damian safe and also keep control of the League of Assassins while Ra's is presumably dead. Damian from birth was raised to be everything Batman was, but even better. Ra's idolized Batman in a weird way. For someone who's 600-700 years old, he really thought Batman truly was going to be a successor. And Ra's, being Ra's, decided if Batman didn't want to willingly be a successor, he would make him produce an offspring that would give him a worthy successor. So from day one, Damian was trained relentlessly by Ra's and Talia in hand-to-hand combat, hunting, survival skills, detective work, and even leadership skills. And Damian is shown on multiple occasions of being a good businessman, a good negotiator, and not just a brute fighter. Because let's face it, the League of Assassins is a worldwide organization run by Ra's, and it does need a good leader one day, once Ra's is gone. So I think if everything goes as planned, just like what happens originally, Ra's ends up killed, and Talia and Damian decide to take over. So in this case, what's going to happen is, I think what would happen is after Ra's dies, I think Talia would want Damian to meet his father to keep him safe. Damian would protest this, and Talia would eventually just give in, and her and Damian would together run the League of Assassins. As time goes on, maybe within 5 years, because Damian's about 9 to 10 years old at this point, by the time Damian's about 15 to 16, once he reaches puberty and gets more into a grown adult body, I could see Damian, especially with his attitude, I really could see him killing Talia. I really could see this happening to take over the League of Assassins. Damian really has only ever shown affection toward one person, and that is his mother. But his ultimate goal is ultimately to make his grandfather proud, and he wants to fulfill Ra's destiny. And if that means getting Talia out of the way so he can do it, so be it. I do think under Damian's rule, I think the League of Assassins would definitely suffer. I think Damian is a good character overall. However, I don't think he's Ra's, and he's definitely not Batman. He has a really black and white sense of how the world works, just like Ra's and just like Batman, where people are either good or bad. He thinks that he is the chosen one to really keep the world in balance and restore order. I do think personally this is what's going to be his downfall and the League of Assassins' downfall. I think Damian's mindset, just like his grandfather's, is he's better than everyone, and Damian, once he gets older, will inevitably take a dip in the Lazarus pit. Ra's slowly lost his mind over hundreds of years and became mad. I think Damian, with his already fragile mind, I think would become extremely unstable, and this ultimately would be his downfall, is using the Lazarus pit. I don't think it's going to be coming from an outside person like a Deathstroke or a Bane or some kind of mastermind or even Batman himself. I really think it would be Damian's ultimate downfall would be using something like the Lazarus pit. However, the interesting thing here would also be Batman probably would end up having to stop him eventually and would probably learn the truth from Damian himself, or if Talia was still alive, Talia would probably tell him. And it would inevitably be in a moment where Batman would have Damian beat in a hand-to-hand combat, his plans foiled, and in order to get away from Batman and being imprisoned, something would go on where Talia would let him know, or Damian would let him know, that Bruce really is his father. But I really see Damian kind of being a young Ra's al Ghul. I know normal timeline he does become a good Robin in his own right, and eventually yearns to take over the Batman mantle. But I do think without Bruce's tutelage, I really think Damien would inevitably grow up to be just like his grandfather, but probably even more sinister. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you want me to cover. I'd be happy to do it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Next video is going to be on the Batcave renovation I'm doing in my house, so I'll keep you posted on that as well. Have a great day and stay safe.